My name is ELIAS MUHOOZI, and I'm the author of the Master Key to Network Marketing Success. Today, I'm going to share with us how you can tell your business story. Now, I'm sure that many of us who have been into network marketing for quite some time, you have heard of the phrase that facts tell, but stories tell. Now, that's a very, very important statement because many times people buy from us not just because of the facts, but the emotional connection they have with their stories. People don't want to know a lot of details about the vitamins, about the products, and the composition of the products. What they're interested in is who have the products helped, who has benefited, who is taking their children to school just because of the opportunity, who is enjoying financial freedom because of the opportunity, or who is, who is this person who is suffering from this kind of ailment, and today because of the products they are doing well. That is what people are most interested in. Now, while of course you must share some facts about the products and about the business, don't forget that the main part of the sale, or what really brings the sale, are the stories and experiences that you share. Now, I'm going to suggest that composing your business story and your product story are very, very important in business, because all the time as networkers we shall be sharing our stories at events, during presentations, giving testimonies to our clients and customers as we sell to them, to prospects. So it is a very, very important skill for us to be able to draft our business story. Now, I'm going to encourage everyone who is watching this video today to take time and write down your story. Write it down, read it to yourself, perfect it, read it to yourself, record yourself, listen to yourself, and until you feel that your story is selling enough, until you feel that your story is convincing enough, until you feel that when you put yourself in the shoes of the prospect, you also can be able to buy. Now, I want to share with you a draft which you can be able to use to design your story. The first part is, who are you? And here, I want you to be able to connect to your guest, to your prospect, or to your audience as much as possible. The first part is mentioning your full names. For example, my name is ELIAS MUHOOZI. I'm not going to come and say ELIAS, that's not enough. Come and say my name is ELIAS MUHOOZI. Then after telling us your full names, you are going to be able to tell us a bit about your background in terms of where you come from, which country you come from, which city do you live in, and then you are going to be able to share with us your work experience altogether. Where have you worked before? Were you jobless? What were you doing before the opportunity of that you are probably trying to share? So basically, you're going to be able to tell us so much about you. The goal here in describing who you are is to let as much as possible to the prospect, to the audience. And many times you can be able to predict so many facts that you can be able to share about your background, especially when you already know who the kind of audience you are talking to or who the guest is. Now, after describing who you are, the next part is to share with the audience or your prospect why were you looking for the opportunity. Now, in here, you share your pain point. Now, when I say your pain point, I don't just mean that your story must be a sad story. No. A story should not just be a sad story. It's about the circumstances that you were in terms of who you were, but what were some of the challenges that you are facing altogether. For example, someone could say, I was jobless. Now, maybe that person could be able to describe, for example, could be able to describe what were the challenges that come with being jobless and etc. and etc. Now, that could be a sad story, but the other one could also have a story that's not sad. For example, someone had a profession. Maybe I was an accountant before and I was happy with my job, but there are challenges that came with my job. Number one, I worked long hours. I could not spend time with my family. I could not have time for myself, things of the sort. So ideally, it is about sharing what you didn't like about your background or what you were doing. Now, that's the pain point. And in case, of course, it is about the product story, then you mention how your condition made life uncomfortable for you. So it's about being able to relate to someone who is in your same shoes. What are the challenges? The same challenges you are facing are the same challenges they could be facing. So you show us your pain point. Then number 3 is, how did you find the opportunity? Now this one's normally short, maybe through a friend, you attended a presentation, it was an online presentation, Facebook. Basically, you're trying to relate with many people in the audience who are invited in the same way that you are invited. Then, number 4 is to talk about what excited you most about the opportunity. Now here, we are talking about the solution. How did you feel that the opportunity was a solution to your pain point? Altogether, for example, someone who maybe was working, we mentioned an accountant who was working but they didn't have time for their family because of the work schedules, because of the too much travels and etc. So what happens is, here you show how you felt that the business was answering that. Maybe I was able to realize that through this business I could work from home, I could be able to retire early, I could be able to spend my time with my children, etc. Or maybe it was providing the extra income I needed in case your background was that maybe you had a job or you had a business that needed a boost financially. So basically, it's a flow of about showing how the opportunity created a solution for you, or the product created a solution for you. Now, point number 5 is about the results that you have seen. What results have you seen? Altogether, now this is where you are able to explain some of your benefits. Now, in my book, I mentioned that it is very important, if someone has been long in the business, to mention their major achievements. But before you go to your major achievements, maybe your 5-year achievements, 10-year achievements, there are people in the audience who are new, maybe they are seeing the business for the very first time, and maybe they have some urgent problems that they will need to solve within that year. So what I need you to do is to, first of all, share your achievement within your first few months in the business. For example, you could say, within the first few months in the business, I was able to, to gain some income. I was able to get some extra income. I was able to get, I was able to start seeing a lifestyle change for myself, so that someone who, before they relate to your 10-year story, they're able to feel that, within the first few months, they can be able to get a solution as they wait for their grand dream of 10 years. Then, of course, feel free to share some of your other achievements. Now, in sharing achievements, some people like going monetarily, but maybe you could also be able to consider using a lifestyle to share some of your achievements. For example, if someone said that because of this opportunity, I earn $500 on a monthly basis, maybe the better version is to share with us how that $500 or extra income is making life easier for you. Someone could, maybe it could be that, now I'm able to provide, for my family. Maybe I'm now able to take my children for a vacation because of the extra income. That is more lifestyle than just saying I'm earning an extra, so much money. Now, the other one is that after sharing the results that you have seen, it is very important to also share about your future. What do you hope to see? Sharing about your future. And this is where you share your dreams. And let me tell you something, people are very, very, very inspired by our other people's dreams altogether. And it also shows the long-term approach that you have towards the business. So when you share your dreams, what you hope to achieve, what you feel that what you feel that the business will be able to do for you in the future, it is very exciting to the guests. That is a very, very important part that we must not miss as we share our story. Then number 7, and last but not least, and very important by the way, is to bid for action. Bidding for action is trying to show someone that given my circumstances, given who I was, if I can do it, you can be able to do it better. Altogether, you show them that we are ready to support you, we are ready to work with you, please come and we'll be able to work together. That bid for action, that call to say, get started right now. In bidding for action, you could also be able to share some promotions that the company has. You know, you are able to bid your support, you are able to show the teamwork. That is the last part that makes a person who has been second guessing. You know, many times when we share with someone about a product, about a story, sometimes they are divided between two parts. Should I jump in? Should I not jump in? Should I jump in? Should I not jump in? So bidding for action is what makes a person feel that, you know what, let me take this decision. Let me make this buy. Let me make this sell. And it is. So bidding for action is very, very important. Now, I want to suggest that just two more last tips, especially about sharing your story. Number one, you must be very excited. Speak with energy, speak with excitement. No one wants to join someone who is cold, someone who is talking as if they don't know where they're going. You must be able to speak loudly. You must be able to show that you're excited about the opportunity. After all, you are sharing your story. Then also importantly, I'm going to encourage you to write your story down. Are we together? Write your story down, read it yourself. First, feel that your story is convincing before you try to convince others. Are we together? Because once you write down your story, it makes you realize some parts that you are missing, some parts that you should be able to add on, some irrelevances that you are talking about. So writing your story down is very important in terms of crafting down a very good story. Then last but not least is to practice. Are we together? Whether you write your story down, what is important is to practice. Don't wait to become perfect. Just practice. You know, keep on telling your story to your prospects, to your audience. Meet your upline and, you know, share with them your story and ask them to correct you. Have maybe a sideline or a friend of yours as you are sharing your story to the public, to the audience. Ask them, how did I perform? What parts, you know, can I be able to cut? What do you think I should be able to add in until you perfect your story? Because telling your story is a very, very, very important skill in network marketing. May God bless you. I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and so that you can be able to get many more tips from me. And then I'm also going to ask you please to purchase a copy of my book, The Master Key to Network Marketing Success. The beauty about it, you can be able to also get it on Amazon and you buy an online version of the book. In this book, I share more details about how to share your story and how I was able to build my own business through sharing my story. And may God bless you. See you at the top.